Hello! In this video, we're going to demonstrate the new features in Autoflow released and now live on January 21st of 2025, our first release of the new quarter of the new year. I'm Craig O'Neill. Let's take a look at what's new. First and foremost, I want to highlight a new search function on the main active customer page. You're going to notice that if you have enabled the search button, then when you are refreshing your page, let's just hit refresh at the top of the URL. You will notice that we don't have to keep hitting that search button. We can go ahead and start typing something here. What's also really cool about it is if I just hit refresh and I start typing something, it's already going to have the cursor active in that search field for you. Pretty neat. I think this is going to help a lot of you find things that you're looking for on your main active customer page very quickly. There is another enhancement as well on the active customer page, but this one's going to correspond with the ability to see your appointments. And if you refresh this page, you will notice it pulls us back into those future scheduled appointments right here on your active customer page. Can you combine these things? Absolutely. You can leave the search bar active while utilizing this as well. I love that when you hit refresh, it leaves you right where you were. Okay, now one of the newer enhancements is related to the customer profile. You can access the profile a bunch of different ways, but I'm just going to go straight to the profile from the active customer page by clicking on their name and clicking on view profile, and you will see this is a brand new interface, brand new view. I'm going to zoom in a little bit, make it a little easier for you to see, and you can see that there are details now for this individual and even an AI summary in case you just wanted to skim this instead of deep diving on some things yourself. But if you want to go down in details here, you can, and you can make it easy to filter out different vehicles here. And we even added another ability. So if you click this pencil button next to the vehicle, you've already had this. It's not a new behavior. What is new is the ability to mark a vehicle as sold. It is a yellow button right there. And why would you do this? Customer indicates that maybe they don't have this vehicle anymore. But if you were to delete the vehicle from their profile, that would have taken the vehicle history and all the visit notes and everything else with that vehicle as well. Not something you want to do, and it's something only an administrator can do as well. But now you can soft archive that so that it doesn't show up in their active vehicles list, but still retains some of that data, all of that data. So, hey, we hope you guys will take a moment, explore that new customer profile, and take a look at the top of the page. Just like some of the new version 4 reporting, you will see that banner at the top. And if you do want to go back to the original view, just click that and you'll see the old interface is still there for your use for now. Okay, so this leads us to the next thing, which is bay scheduling. So I'm going to go ahead and launch into the calendar feature here. And I already have the bay view open. We can just go back to the calendar. I want to highlight this. You do need to have the kiosk active. I'm going to filter this out, make things a little easier to see just appointments and events. And I'm going to go over to our bay schedule. And what we've done with this is now we can go over to different dates and we can go ahead and click, drag, and drop and change the bay that a vehicle may need to be put into. By default, vehicles will go into a certain time on the default column here, and then service advisors, you can go ahead and move those to the appropriate bay. That works great. You also can assign jobs to certain bays in the kiosk. I won't go into a full tutorial on this here, but we will add a training page on this as these features continue to develop. What I want to point out now is that you can move things, change the time and the bay that it's on. We do not send a text update to the customer when you start dragging around the appointments like this. That is something that you can do with that individual. You can go and click on the time, you can click on the customer, you can change dates and times as well. All that we're intending here is for the shops that are trying to structure their bays, that you have a way to do so here, and that can work with our online scheduler. Pretty cool. And also go ahead and change the time, drag and drop anything you need to there. I think you'll find it's a little more user-friendly, and of course, you can create new appointments with the quick add feature in Autoflow from scratch right there on the bay scheduler. More to come on this, so stay tuned. Okay, for the next thing, we're going to talk a little bit about tire measurements, and we're going to go into DVI sheet setup, and we're going to go into the tire setup component for this. So if you go and click on the pencil next to your tire inspection, This is true for all inspections that the tire inspection is used for. And all you need to do is take a look at this new option for tire measurements. Look, we get it. Sometimes shops in Canada are using inches. Sometimes shops in the United States are using millimeters. You can pick your measuring system. It is no longer going to be docked entirely to whatever country you live in. The wrong assumption, it turns out. So that is there for you now, and all users that are using digital vehicle inspections will have access to that option. And to wrap up this video, we're just going to show you a couple of things on the marketing module. For those of you using the marketing module or those of you interested in trying it out, we have a few enhancements for you here. One is that in the portal, you can see how many live campaigns and how many audience you have. We can go ahead and open things up directly from this portal, and that is going to lead you here. And there's just a couple of things that are worth noting on this. When you go and you edit things, you're going to find things are going to move a lot faster. It's easier to navigate across the various phases of setting up a campaign, and there's even options to return to campaigns and other things. Really, really simple. So my advice is that you will just take some time. If you're already on the marketing module, go ahead and navigate those changes. We'll catalog several of them in our release notes found on the website, but I think you're going to like the UI improvements that we've made. The performance improvements are very notable as well as we continue to develop the CRM product inside of Autoflow. With that, that is our release for January. Please stay tuned as we move through the quarter. We will be focused on version 4 updates. That will dominate most of the first quarter, but we will continue to trickle out bug fixes and enhancements. As always, further details will be right here on the website. Thanks so much for tuning in. We look forward to talking to you soon.